Hello, welcome or welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be creating a basic 6x9 hardcover journal with BookBolt. Then we'll upload the journal to Amazon KDP. But before we get started, if you like this content, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get started. Right now we're on the main page of BookBolt. This is my previous project, so I'm going to go over the project, start a new project. For project type, we're going to do a hardcover and interior. Provide a name for your project. And then we'll give it a trim size. We're going to do the 6x9. Interior and paper type, black and white interior with white paper is what we're going to use. For our page count, I'm going to do 150 pages and create project. So you have your first page, which is going to be your cover on the right and the back of your book on the left. And then it also gives you your blank pages for the amount that you specified. I'm going to choose this fourth icon for file library, and I already created my design, so I'm just going to upload that file. So the two that I just uploaded was the back and front of my cover, and those were PNG files that I saved. I'm going to select both of those. And they are added to my project. I'm going to move the back over to the back. And at the bottom it does tell you back cover and front cover. I'm going to resize these. The print area, you don't want to go beyond the pink. This is sizing it according to Amazon KDP specifications. Make sure I have that all covered. Okay, so this will be our front cover on the right, and the back of the book will be on the left. And this is going to be a real quick and easy basic journal, so I'm just going to add pre-filled template pages that's already built in BookBolt. And you'll go down to the page templates icon, select that. We're going to search for journal. And it gives us our available journal pages. Just going to do the basic. And I'm going to make that wide ruled so we have enough space to write. I'm going to select all because I want that on all the pages except for our cover. So I'll unselect cover. Continue to options at the bottom. If you want to make any adjustments to the width of your lines, you can do that on this part. Your line color is gray. Top line color is gray as well. So if you wanted to make any changes there, you could just click that and make the adjustments. I'm going to make it a little darker. And then the same for this one. And then OK. You could preview that if you like. And if you're good with those adjustments that you made, you would submit. And now we have our cover and interior. Very quick and basic. So we'll go up the top and download. We're going to download the whole project. And then it's preparing your pages, so you just give it a moment to finish doing its thing. Alright, so our file has been successfully downloaded. I'll go in and it'll download with multiple files in that one folder, so you will have to extract your folder. I'm just going to right click, extract all. And so now we have our hardcover cover and our hardcover interior, and we're going to upload those into Amazon KDP. Alright, so now I'm over to Amazon KDP. On the main page, which is our bookshelf, we're going to go and create. I'm going to create a hardcover. Give your book a title. And a subtitle if you have one. I'm going to scroll down. If it's not a basic journal and you're doing like an ebook or uploading your personal books that you wrote, like your novels, if you have a series, you have that in the next section. There's another optional section for edition number, author. You could use your name or a pen name. If you have any contributors. And then our description, I've already written the description, so I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste that in. I do own the publishing rights for this, but you would select whatever fits your situation. The primary audience, you make those according to your materials. A primary marketplace, Amazon.com, is where I'm going to sell my journal. And this is low content because it is a journal, notebook, or planner. If you need a description of what's considered low content, you just hover over the link and it will give you a description. We also want to choose our category. I'm going to go down to self-help. Journal writing. I'm going to stay within the self-help category and do general. And you can see that they're populating at the bottom. You can choose 3 categories. And then I'm also going to do activity and save categories. Again, we already marked our box for low content. Enter keywords. Our publication date, we want this to be released as soon as possible. So we're going to do publication date and release date are the same. And then this bottom section for release date will not apply because we're just going to go ahead and release it and not schedule the release date. Save and continue. All right, so our next page, we're going to keep the ISBN as published without. For print options, going to make sure that is what we intend for it to be, which is going to be a black and white interior on white paper. We're going to keep it as a 6x9. I'm not going to use bleed, and then I'm just going to have the cover be matte. And the manuscript section is where you're going to upload the interior portions of your book. So that was just the basic journal pages that we created in BookBolt. So go back and find that file. And then we want the hardcover interior. And then the same for the book cover. Select upload a cover you already have. And then I'll go back in and find that file for the cover. And we have our manuscript, which uploaded successfully. And then our cover uploaded successfully as well. AI generated content. I'm going to select yes because I did use ChatGPT to help me out with the product description. So I'm going to go ahead, and I did make modifications to that. So some sections with extensive editing, and then whatever tool that you use to help you create that. The images, I'm going to select no, and then translations are none as well. Our next section is to preview our book. So we're going to select Launch Previewer. And it gives you a nice preview of what your book is going to look like once it's printed. If there are any errors or anything that they suggest that you change, it'll be over here on the left. Right now, our quality check, we don't have any errors, so we're just good to go to select this arrow to preview the interior pages. So once you've selected that and previewed your pages, if everything looks good, you go down to the bottom and select Approve. Scroll back down to the bottom. The bottom summary gives you an estimate of what it's going to cost to print your book. So right now our printing cost for this hardcover 150 page 6x9 matte book or journal will be $7.45. I'm going to save and continue. And this is where you would select the territories that you want your book to be sold. I'm going to use all territories. Amazon.com is where I'm going to use my primary marketplace. And then this section here is where you will price your book. So if we price this book at $14.99, it's going to give us an estimate of what our royalties will be. The printing cost again will be $7.45. 60% will be your royalty rate, and then your royalty estimated profit will be $1.54. So you're going to keep that in mind as you're pricing your book. For now, I'm just going to keep it at $14.99. And if you're selling in different countries, it also gives you a breakdown of that same information. Below that, you have your terms and conditions. It's letting you know that it takes 72 hours for your book to be reviewed and approved and then available for purchase on Amazon. If you would like to request a book proof, which is just a copy before it goes live, you can do that here as well. If everything seems okay and you're good with everything you put in, you would do publish your hardcover book. So this is our confirmation that our book has been uploaded. It'll be reviewed. It'll take up to 72 hours before it's available. So we'll close, and then back on our main page where we started, you can see it's now in the list and the status is in review. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and share with someone you think may need this information as well. We'll see you in the next video.